Welcome to Nostalgic Necro, and today in the arena we are playing a Rakdos Reanimator build that has a 77% win rate based off 43 games. But before we jump in, if you enjoy this content, hit that subscribe button and also drop a comment. I do read and reply to every comment, and I often take your creative ideas and I showcase them in future videos. But for today, we're actually getting inspiration from a player on Untapped by the name of Nidisley. I hope I am pronouncing that correctly. And they showed that they took this deck all the way up to Mythic, and I was curious to try it out for myself. It plays with a bunch of cards that I've never played with before, so I thought let's try it out today as well. And so the one card is Tersa Lightshatter. I've actually never played with this card. 3 mana for a 3/3 haste. When it enters, discard up to 2 and draw that many cards. So really good at applying early pressure on the opponent, and then also, binning stuff and finding your reanimation pieces. And then of course, Tersa also has the other mode where it can get value from the graveyard. And then we have the Fear of Missing Out. 2 mana for a 2/3, discard, draw. Also very good at binning stuff and finding your reanimation pieces. And then it's got Delirium that allows you to actually get an additional combat phase and untap a creature if Fear of Missing Out attacks. And so it's got a really interesting combo with the Ardyn. I've never done this myself, but I've had it done to me. Essentially, if you reanimate Ardyn and then get the Fear of Missing Out from the bin, so long as you've got Delirium, Fear of Missing Out attacks as a 5/5 demon, and then you can untap the Ardyn and then essentially give the Ardyn an additional combat phase and then get another Fear of Missing Out from the bin, and so on and so forth. And then you can actually kill your opponent in one turn with this strategy because you can just keep getting additional combat phases. The rest of the deck I would say is fairly standard. For removal we have Torch the Tower, we have Bit of Triumph, very good for reanimation because it allows you to discard and then destroy a creature or planeswalker. We have Pyroclasm, which is a sorcery. I think that's why it's probably in the deck, because this allows you more options to get Delirium, and two damage to all creatures is a pretty reasonable sweeper. For reanimation we have the Valgavoth Faithful, Zombify, Rakdos Joins Up. The Overlord of the Balemurk, really good at putting stuff in the bin. And then for our reanimation targets, we have Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. I've never played with this card before, but if you reanimate it, you can deal 4 damage to any target, and you can keep doing that every time it attacks as well. So really good with the Ardyn, you'd get 2 triggers that way. The Trumpeting Carnosaur is a very good card because it allows you to deal with a creature or planeswalker, and it's also a very good reanimation target with the Discover ability. Sinspur's Punishment, never played with this card before, but when it enters, it exiles a permanent from your graveyard, and you can create a tap token that's a copy. Could be relevant, interesting. Zetalpa Primal Dawn, flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. I can imagine this thing going pretty nuts if you can get it back with the Ardyn. And then we have the Valgavoth, Terror Eater, and the Bahamut. Pretty safe, common staples in Rakdos Reanimator. And then for the lands, nothing too special going on here, but we do play the 4 Surveil lands to help put stuff in the bin, and also 2 Restless Vents. This can power up as a creature, and then it can let you discard and draw, so it can also help you in a pinch to get your whole reanimation strategy going. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today, and as always, I may be the Nostalgic Necro, but I'm putting that nostalgia aside because I want to find out what Nidisley's 77% win rate Rakdos Reanimator can do for us in the arena today. Opponent goes first. We have this. So we have a way of dealing with a wide board. We only have 2 lands. Ugh, okay, I guess we'll try this. 2 tapped lands though is pretty rough. See what opponent is here. I mean, on the play, 2 tap lands maybe is fine, but I just feel like with this, maybe we can stabilize. Okay, looks like it's control. Yeah, we play a regular mountain here. That's pretty good. We get this down? Probably, right? This comes in tapped either way, so let's just do that now. Red. Okay, our situation is looking a bit better. Play Fear of Missing Out and bin Ardyn? Is that the plan? Opponent has a counter. They're going to use their counter. I'm okay with this, to be honest. Okay. They have Lightning Helix for the Fear of Missing Out. We don't love that. Opponent stocks up. So this looks like it might be Shiko. The feeling I get here Well, it's pretty sad that we're not able to find any reanimation spells, but let's see, maybe we can find the Valgavoth's Faithful. We have 2 in the deck. What do we take here? Tersa? It's a deeper dig. And surveils. Shiko's gonna hurt when it comes down. Another land. Can we please not keep hitting lands? Well, let's start with Tersa. See if opponent decides to counter it. They do. Guess we'll surveil here. Try to find something. Now that Tersa's good, let's just dig. I like digging right now because we don't have much else going on. Rediscover the way. Opponent looks top 3, puts 1 in hand, the rest at the bottom. Okay. Start with the Fabled Passage here. Thin the deck. Red. Go for another Tersa. Opponent might have another of these. No. Is this useful against them? I don't think this is useful. Might as well bin it. Okay, we finally find Zombify. That's good. Now, we need them to tap out for the Shiko. Kill it. Okay, they're Lightning Helix. Okay. Oh boy, I'm so nervous. I mean, opponent's definitely going to have a counter here. I mean, they're looking so deep. Okay, well, at least we have another shot if they have the counter. So I think we do this. What do we go for, though? Ardyn? Guess it has to be Ardyn. Assume opponent will have the counter. Yeah, they have the counter. Now, I'm hoping that they think we don't have another spell, therefore casting Shiko and allowing us to Rakdos Joins Up. That's kind of my hope here. Spelling Exhale is 4 if they behold a dragon. Okay. They get that. I guess we kill this now before they find the cards with the rediscover the way. Do we go for Tersa here? Oh boy, I'm almost sure they're gonna have a counter. Do we just go for Rakdos Joins Up? They're gonna definitely have a counter. Let's try to get that counter out their hand. They've dug so deep. I don't want to discard anything. Okay, Braid. Sure. We get a 5/5 though. Maybe I should have gone for this Rakdos. I just always assume they've got a counter and they're digging so deep. Maybe that was our best shot though, right? Okay, opponent had a good look there. Ghost Vacuum, oh my word. I think with that we just cooked, right? We have no way of dealing with artifacts in this deck, and when Rakdos turn target creature got from your graveyard to the battlefield, so they can just Ghost Vacuum in response. Yeah, I think we are dead. Maybe we can bait them into... Oh, I thought maybe they... No, they can't do that in response. Okay. Is there anything we can do here? I mean, Rakdos Joins Up is just useless, right? Can't do anything with it now that Ghost Vacuum is down. Carnosaur. Can hardcast the Carnosaur. Braid, a fear of missing out. Oh, it's just they don't have a sweeper? I mean, that's pretty good. Right? They can Ghost Vacuum and Ardyn. Get a 1/1. Oh boy, if I had mana, I could have been taken out with a Carnosaur. I wasn't thinking about that. And they get what? They get all our stuff now? They get the Balemurks. Much as I would like to hardcast this, we have to kill this Ardyn. They're killing us with our own Bahamut. That's so sad. Truly a sad situation. Okay, I think we can scoop here. This is somewhat keepable. It's not great. We need 5 mana to hit Rakdos. Oi, oi, oi. Goblin. I think we have to kill this, discard Valgavoth here. Well, we need land, and we need it really bad, because we don't get to 5 land or find Zombify. Okay, that's good. That is really good. What does this do? Oh, that's so good. Tersa. What are we binning here? Definitely bin one of these. I don't think we need both. This is so good, but we need land. Okay, we find Zombify. I think we're good now. This deck is going to struggle with a Valgavoth, to be honest. Yeah, Lightning Helix, sure. Do your Lightning Helix things, but Rakdos Joins Up will find us. Valgavoth! And it's also an 11/11 version of Valgavoth. Why not? Sure. Not really sure what went on there, but I'm not too worried. Okay, we get that win. Pretty good, pretty good. Opponent goes first this time. We don't like that. We have Tersa to ditch and find stuff. I think this is keepable. Obviously, if opponent's very aggressive, we are going to struggle here. That's not the fastest start in the world. I think that's good. I'm nervous of the what is this, blue? Okay. I don't think we need this. We need land. We need to find stuff to put in the bin. Okay. A build of the Balemurk. Don't need that. Tick down those counters. Tersa's gonna have to give us a really good hit. Tapped land. Well, let's go for this. We're dropping Bahamut and this is a Parla thing. Zombify is pretty nice, and we get the value from Tersa, but there's nothing we can do with it really. Ardyn. It's artifacts? I didn't expect this to be artifacts. Well, the Bahamut could be very relevant here. Take out anything that they do. Yeah, I think we're just gonna get Bahamut now. Gotta think carefully here. But I think the Bahamut is the best thing. Let me just think. I mean, Bahamut destroys their stuff. Surely that's the best, right? It's also a 9/9? Oof, I don't know. Check out the repurposing bay. Obviously, they might have exile for the Bahamut, which is going to be sad. They do have Perilous Snare. Still think getting rid of their ability to do that is very useful. We get land here. Do we spend one turn setting up, or are we just dead if we don't get back something? We can get back what? This Bulgur and this. This is indestructible. Not hexproof though. What do we do? Get back what? This? It deals 4 damage. 4 damage is not enough to kill their stuff. I'm gonna try this. I mean, damn, I don't know what to do. I just feel like Valgavoth is the only thing that might save us here. I think we're gonna lose this game though. Ardyn. I'd like Ardyn in the bin, please. I have to look back at that game. Maybe I could have done something differently. Because they're gonna go wild here, I think, with artifacts. United Battlefront, second one, damn. Really rough. We get Perilous Snare, wow. Get a huge number of artifacts, it's even bigger than our Valgavoth now. They attack all in. I'm not even gonna say good game. I can't bring it myself to say good game to this opponent who plays this irritating deck. Okay, in the last game we lost to artifacts, and I tell you what, I don't know if I'm not getting the lines here. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me. I just feel like I'm missing something with this deck. I don't know what it is though. Okay, let's start with Surveil. Can use Tersa to dig for reanimation. That's what we need here. Okay, it's green. Kill this immediately. This Tersa is going to have to give us a really good hit. Because we have no more removal into action. Opponent plays Llanowar Elves. That's pretty good. It is pretty good as all things go. Opponent plays a land. I mean, well, they get a tapped land. So that is slow turn. That is very lucky for us. What do we drop? Do we drop this and this? I mean, we have to find the reanimation. Otherwise, having lands doesn't really help us. I guess we'll attack here. Yeah, sure. Okay, I have to hope opponent doesn't have a very explosive turn here. They often do. 4 mana. Tifa, oh my word. Very scary Tifa here. Could just be dead next turn with Tifa on the board. Zombify. Well, Bahamut destroys 1 target non-land permanent. But they probably have the protection for it. This allows us to deal 4 damage every turn. Is that better? I feel like that's better. I'm going to test this. I think this is better. This is a flying double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. I think this is the best. Because it can threaten their stuff every turn. Oh, they don't even have the protection. That's good. This basically lets us attack down their stuff every turn, so they have to have protection every turn. That's kind of like my theory here. That's why I took it. I felt like that was the best thing in the moment. Because if you play the Bahamut and they have protection, then I mean, you get another chance next turn, but you know what I mean? This is like repeat value, so let's try it. 2-4. That is not great for opponents. I think our situation here is looking pretty strong. We can just kill everything they play right now. There's the Snakeskin Veil they wanted. Opponent sacks this, looks for a land, but it's not helping them scale their stuff. We can mill cards, play lands. Okay, well I think opponent's cooked here. We'll just Rakdos Joins Up. Get the Bahamut. Take out this thing. Attack. Good game. Oof. Nice to get a win over mono green landfall. Took a bit of a gamble with the Tifa play there, but they didn't have the protection and we won the game. Okay, in the last game we took out mono green landfall. Nice to get a win over those sneaky elves and birds. Opponent goes first. We don't like that. Do we keep this hand? I mean, we don't have red for Tersa, but we do have a way of getting Ardyn in the bin. Oh boy, risky keep, but we'll just have to hope to find it. I do not like this. Okay, now we really need red. Really need red here. Opponent pumps up the Hide Claw. Don't get red. Holding this Bitter Triumph for Nemesis. Another Hide Claw. Ugh. Okay, we're definitely in trouble here. Discard the Ardyn, because it actually gives us life. If we can get it back. But we are going to need very urgently red mana here. And if we don't get red mana here, I think we've lost this game. If we don't get red mana, we actually had Bitter Triumph. That does keep us alive a little bit longer. What do we discard? I think we discard the Fear of Missing Out because we can't afford to... Like, we need red, we need to hit Tersa and bin as much stuff as possible. Guess we do this now. Drop Fear of Missing Out. Preserve as much life as possible here. Maybe opponent's tricking me here into using removal because they don't want us to have interaction for the Nemesis. In that case, I think it's very good play by the opponents. I think we can afford to take more damage though, even though it's only 1. Opponent has Nemesis here. I'll definitely learn from that mistake. Another Bitter Triumph? Damn. Well, at least we're staying in the game with Bitter Triumphs, I'll tell you that much. At some point we will hit this land, I swear. They did have the Nemesis. Okay, well, we're going to kill Nemesis here. And I think we're just discarding the Rakdos. We don't need this. We need to hold up we need this Trumpeting Carnosaur for removal. What is this? Shock. Okay, they want to shut down life gain. It's pretty smart of them. We do have to hit land eventually, right? Isn't that how this game works? Eventually you hit land. We don't hit land. Come on, man. Unbelievable. You keep a 2-lander. This is what happens to you. But I don't think you mull that hand. I mean, the likelihood that you don't draw another land somewhere down the road is pretty low. Okay, we finally get it. That is good. We are going straight for the Tersa here. And I think we're binning everything. We have to find land. As much as I'd like to hold up this Carnosaur, I don't think we have time for this. We have to hit this land immediately. And I think we're racing. We can't gain life now, so this is just a race. Next turn we Ardyn. Probably take their Nemesis. Slick Shot. Ooh, that is bad. Bolt Wave. Do we just do this and kill their Slick Shot? I think it's better, right? We have to kill the Slick Shot, hope they don't top deck. Oh boy, what do I do here? we can either Ardyn. Do we have anything that flies that can block? There's nothing in here that flies. Down to 5. Oof. Okay, maybe I'm making a mistake here. I just feel like you have to kill the Slick Shot. It can kill us next turn if they just top deck any instant or sorcery. And I think we're going to hold back this Tersa one turn. Just in case they draw a creature, let's block it. Opponent scoops. Nice. Oof. I wasn't sure what to do there, but I just know Slick Shot is dangerous. You've got to kill Slick Shot. That's the rule, right? Slick Shot, and you also have to kill Nemesis. You also have to kill all the other creatures. It's a tough balance. You got to kill everything in the current meta. Okay. Starting to feel a bit more comfortable with this deck. You know, you play a deck for a while, you kind of go, yeah, okay, I kind of start to see the lines. I do feel like I'm getting there with this deck. We go first. I like first. We got the Bitter Triumph to drop the Ardyn. Are you a creature deck? What are you? What is red? It's definitely a creature deck. Okay, we'll take our Swamp here. Surveil, or do we hold up? Let's Surveil here, it's okay. I think we need to find stuff, and we need 5 mana for the Rakdos Joins Up, so I think we'll keep that. Monkey Z Luffy, I like that. I do like that. Okay, can we bin a creature? That'll be nice. Zombify? I don't think we say no to Zombify, do we? I know we have the Rakdos Joins Up, but that's one turn earlier. I do like that. And I think then we can play this Valgavoth's Faithful out. Actually, if they kill it, we can get it back with the Ardyn. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have because I could have Bitter Triumphed my own Valgavoth's Faithful to get something in the bin. Because now we don't have a target for... Bitter Triumph. Opponent's not worried about the Valgavoth's Faithful. Interesting. Screaming Nemesis. Problematic card, but we do have the answer. And we kill it now because they could have protection. So we do this. Discard Ardyn. Next turn we Zombify and get back their Screaming Nemesis, except it's a 5/5. I like that. Opponent will have to invest their turn in taking out the Valgavoth's Faithful, I think. Unless they have another Screaming Nemesis. And then they can try and race us if they have a way of shutting down life gain at the same time. That's currently how I feel. So let's see what opponent does. I think they're going to have to prioritize killing Valgavoth's Faithful. I think they let it live because they saw there was no threat. But now they might see that it is a threat. They don't prioritize it. Interesting. Yeah, they do. Okay, I thought they would prioritize it. Okay. Hide Claw. The situation would usually be very bad, but in this case we are just fine. Rakdos Joins Up. It's got to be Ardyn. 6/6 Ardyn gets back a Screaming Nemesis. It's a 5/5. And a lifelinker? That's insane. Oof. Okay, I think our situation here is pretty strong. Let's see what opponent can muster up here. You never say never with aggro. I've been Callous Sellsword too many times while laughing at their face to underestimate them. Do they have a way of killing Ardyn? They've got double lightning helix? That's insane. But we have the Zombify, so it's okay. But that's insane. Nice. But opponent doesn't know. Oh, and they take 6? That's insane. Ah, opponent. You have put up a valiant effort, I must say. But Ardyn returns. And we get back Valgavoth's Faithfuls. Now we have 2 5/5 hasty demons that gain us life. Ah, gotta love it, gotta love it. When it works out, it's very, very nice. Monkey Z Luffy. I really like this name though. Opponent, look at them playing the control avatar but being aggro. Sneaky, sneaky. Opponent is calculating their situation here, but I don't think red gets out of that. Okay. I think this is a keepable hand. I mean, we have the best... Like, we have ways of getting stuff in the bin, and then we have a turn 4 Zombify. So we just have to survive. Blue. Blue does scare me, I won't lie. Then you just assume they have the counter spell, and it's very, very rough from there. Okay, well, we'll get our Overlord of the Balemurk down. I don't want any of that stuff. I don't know exactly what our game plan is now. Pretty sad. Tapped land, another Overlord of the Balemurk. Four. Take this fear of missing out. It's pressure on the opponent. Can discard Ardyn as well. Okay, opponent digs. So, you know they've got the counter. Do you just go for Zombify or do you do this? I think we just do this. Try to get around this counter. Put some pressure on them. Ditch an Ardyn here. Put a Triumph. I don't think that's that useful. I'm trying to get them to maybe tap out before we try it, or maybe have another Zombify so that we can... 3 steps ahead, wow. Opponent's got the... must have lots of counters in hand if they are not even thinking about this. Like if they're willing to just use 3 steps ahead there, they must have at least another counter in hand, maybe even 2. Another Zombify, so I guess we just go for 1 here, right? But this is going to get countered no matter what, so does it matter what we go for? What is the opponent playing? They're playing white, so they would have sweepers. This is actually a problem for control. Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. It's pretty good. Let's try this. Okay, I know the counter's coming. I just need to try and strip those counters out their hand. Okay. And counters that. We have a fear of missing out. We have these impending Balemurks coming down. So opponent's life is not easy. They ditched a Monument to Endurance. They'll be aware that these two Overlords are impending, and they're coming next turn. One of them, at least, is coming online. They get lost, one of them. Another fear of missing out. I would like to hit my land. Land is cool. Let's do another attack here. It is pressurizing the opponent. They're going to be feeling the pressure here. Down to 10. We play another fear of missing out here, really pressurizing, force them to essentially sweep the board next turn. Then we try to zombify. They have Judgment. Okay, well, let's hope I didn't miscalculate. Do they have a 2-mana counter? That's the key thing here, I think. If they have a 2-mana counter, we're going to lose this game. And it's thinking... Oh, we can't just go for Carnosaur? Is that better? Oof, let's try this because Negate is the only 2-mana counter that I know of. Force them to counter, to sort of sweep the board again. They might not have another sweeper. Stock up, that's really good. Now if they sweep the board, I think we can just win. So if they have a sweeper here, I think we're going to win the game, right? Authority of Consoles. That is actually very frustrating. Get lost. Okay. Oh, opponent scoops. So what is this? We go first. I don't think this is good enough. We don't have any way to dig, and we don't have a reanimation spell. Happy to mull this hand. This is not much better, actually. Burn the Bahamut. Well, we rolled the dice and didn't go well for us, so now we're just going to rely on luck. Red, we're going to need a lot of luck. Okay. This is a tricky one, you know. On the one hand, you kind of want to hold this removal for the Screaming Nemesis. On the other hand, these Emberheart challenges have to go, I feel. Yeah, and then we're gonna have to have a good hit here, and then we got the Overlord next turn. It impairs for 4, so we can take out the Hide Claw. Obviously, Nemesis is a huge problem now. Oh, that's good. Do we hold this? I think we do. We need to kill Nemesis. Happy to do this now, though. But I tell you what, we're fighting here because we're in trouble. If we don't find our reanimation, we are in huge trouble. Opponent drops the show off. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up. Come on, baby. Give me my... Opponent just scoops? I'll take that because when opponents scoop in the arena and I get the win and I'm trying to get to that mythic place, I always take that. We go first. Not bad, right? We can work with this. We got a sweeper. We got Tersa. Need a bit of luck to get something in the bin, but we can work with this. Okay, opponent wasn't timing out. They were just pondering their mulligan choices. Oh, I don't like this deck. Deck hurts me. Got bad memories of Vivi blasting me in the face. Rotting Mako. I think we just kill this now, right? Before it gets too big? We wait one turn. We just kill it now. Slows opponent down. The only thing is we don't have anything to bin with Tersa. That's kind of sad. We'll bin a land. Probably Rakdos Joins Up, just so we're certain that we can Zombify. Oh, there's all the stuff we want to reanimate. Now it's in our hand. Great. Gotta love that. Well, we can hit Trumpeting Carnosaur with something. A Braid. Okay. Let's see if we can take something out with this Carnosaur. That'll be ideal. Vivi. Goodbye, Vivi. Vivi. Cannot allow Vivi to live. And now we have something to reanimate. That's pretty cool. Let's hope we get a good hit. Okay, that is fine. Opponent's tapped out, so we don't have to worry about a counter spell or anything like that. That's kind of scary. Well, we don't have to think too much here. We're just going for Trumpeting Carnosaur. Big hit, baby! Torch the tower? That's bloody useless. I don't want that. How do we bargain it? We have to sacrifice an artifact and a token. We don't have any of those things. Okay. What do we have in the bin? Just Tersa? I think we're just paying a full-priced Overlord, right? And hoping to next turn Rakdos, something good. We have any way of discarding this Ardyn? No. So we'll start with an attack to put the opponent under pressure. Could have also gotten a tier 5/5 Tersa. I think this is okay though. I think this is fine. Kind of give ourselves a chance to get something better in the bin. I mean, this is great, right? The Overload of the Bull Bridges is relevant. Fear of missing out is fairly relevant. Guess we'll take that. Agatha, okay, that's bad, but we do have 2 creatures on board. Okay. We can still win here just because we have a lot of stuff. Okay, they can... Oh, they have to tap it. That's actually good for us. It means that we can reanimate. Opponent can now add 4 mana. That's pretty rough. How bad is that for us? Okay, they tap it out. Next time we got 12 damage. And still has 4 mana. It could pop off this turn. I think we should be okay. Tersa, that's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, this Marauding Mako just got really big. And they can Eidetic Memory it. Oh boy, opponent's having a great turn here. Still think we might be okay. Gotta run out of mana eventually, right? Get this. Man, they got a 7/7 now. Unbelievable. 10/10. Wow. Oh my word. This opponent just popped off with this Agatha turn, huh? 8/8. Well. What can we do here? I don't think we can do much. Fabled Passage doesn't help us. Fear of missing out doesn't help us. Rakdos Joins Up only gets a impending 5/5. It comes in as a 7/7. It can deal 4 damage to any target. We can Fear of Missing Out bin Ardyn, but we're not going to live that long. Oh boy, I thought we were looking pretty strong in this game, I won't lie. I think we hit this. If we hit this and attack with everything, does that do anything good for us? Can't even present lethal. We do present lethal. Oh boy, yeah, I think we just cooked here. Yes, it's too late. 1, 2, okay, yeah, good game. Okay, opponent goes first. Tough hand. I mean, it's a decent hand. If it was on the play, we'd be really comfortable here. On the draw, it's a bit rough. Okay, that looks like the artifacts deck, I think. Let's start trying to put things in the bin. Tersa. I don't think we need Tersa right now. We need land. Fear of missing out is going to have to ditch Carnosaur. Okay, that's good. We got the land. Bin Carnosaur, draw another Tersa. Let's see if it's artifacts or control. If it's artifacts, they should play something this turn. They stock up. I think then we go in with Tersa, right? Apply pressure on them. Bin this for sure. And what else do we bin? I don't really want to bin anything else. I like the Balemurk. Get stuff in the bin. Will we have time for it? Probably not though, right? Let's ditch this Overlord. Ardyn. Okay. Opponent might have to sweep the board this turn, so we will have an opportunity to zombify at least. Trumpeting Carnosaur. Sorry, why did I say Trumpeting Carnosaur? I meant Bahamut. I think we're just attacking here. No point now that Authority of Consoles is down to try and bring anything before. I would like to pressurize the opponent here to sweep the board. That's kind of my plan. I wish I could get these in the bin though. They have Judgment. Okay, expected that. Okay, we will activate this, get red, I guess. Doesn't really matter too much. Valgavoth's Faithful. Opponent gains life from it though, which is very sad. What do we go for here? Trumpeting Carnosaur did something good. Keep opponent under pressure. Fear of missing out, sure. Oh yeah, we'll ditch Bahamut, I think, so we can actually get it back and kill this pesky Authority of Consoles. Maybe Ardyn would have been better, but I do feel like we have to kill this thing. I mean, it's so much pressure. We've got the Fear of missing out now, so opponent's going to have pretty much have to have another sweeper here, I think, or a way to deal with the Fear of missing out. Okay, they're looking for it. They're digging for the sweeper. Did they find the sweeper? Ah, they always find the sweeper. That's how it feels. Always feels like they have all the answers, doesn't it? Okay, that's pretty good. We just start with an attack here. Okay, unsurprisingly, they draw 2 cards. I was going to say, unsurprisingly, they get lost it, and then they drew 2 cards. So we get the win. I tell you, Control, it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. You got to just pretend like they don't have it, and then sometimes they actually don't have it. Welcome back. I put my nostalgia aside because I wanted to test out Nidisley's Rakdos Reanimator, and I had a lot of fun with this deck. In total, I went 10-7. I know that wasn't all the games that I showed, but I played a bunch of games before recording the video just because I wanted to learn a little about the deck, and I actually ended up losing a lot of those games. But I've learned that you kind of need to jump into the arena and play a couple of games and actually warm up a little bit, because otherwise you don't really know the lines when you're playing a new deck. So in total, I did go 10-7, but I felt like as I learned the lines, I became much more comfortable, and I felt like my win rate went up consistently. So I do think that this is a competitive deck. I really like Tersa Lightshatter. It really is good at putting that early pressure on the opponent and finding the pieces that you need. Fear of missing out. You got to really concentrate with this card. As I was editing, I saw that misplay that I did. I could have sacked the Fabled Passage, thus getting a land in the bin, and then triggering the fear of missing out, but I missed that play. You got to just concentrate a little bit with this deck, but it can be pretty powerful, I think. In terms of making it better, one thing is that I would prefer to maybe add in some Cavern of Souls, maybe 2 of. I really don't like knowing that I can't get around opponents' counters, so maybe I would cut out 2 mountains or something like that and put in 2 Caverns of Souls, just so that I could hard cast a Carnosaur, or I could get down Valgavoth's Faithful knowing that opponent cannot interact with it. I do feel like that's very crucial and completely changes with how passively you have to play against Control, and I like playing a bit more aggressively. But yeah, other than that, the deck seems very solid to me and I do like it. I am sad that I never got to try out the Sin Spearer's Punishment. I would have liked to try this out and see how it does, but it's only a one-off. I also would have liked to get this back with the Ardyn and hit my opponent with a 5/5 double striker. That would have been pretty cool. I think Control will struggle with this card because it is indestructible and, you know, it applies a lot of pressure. So I would have liked to see if this is sort of a way of dealing with Control. If you can get this down, can they have a way of sort of getting around it? Or do they just tend to lose the game because of all the pressure that this card applies? But maybe we will test those things out in a future video. But for today, that is the gameplay, and I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, stay tuned and hit that subscribe button, because there's going to be more un-nostalgic Necro coming soon.